Okay, and I will share the screen, which is this one. Okay, can you see my screen? The presentation?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, now let's get started. Start a licensed mini daycare. And this course is an introduction on how to get licensed. We will have 6 modules. And first of all, let me briefly introduce myself, even though we met each other. So I worked at daycare when I was in college. And after that, I worked as a babysitter when I was during my master's degree. When I come here, I worked as a part-time babysitter, and now and after that, I worked in tech companies. So I worked at Salesforce and ServiceNow, all this technology company, and now I become a mom. I feel like basically corporate life is not for me. I feel that spending more time with the baby is more important. And this is why I started the playdaycare.com. It's basically a platform to connect parents with mini daycares. And I calculated the earnings to have to run a mini daycare. It's actually very promising. So not less than working in the tech company. So that's why I also started my own mini daycare. And do you guys want to introduce yourself a little bit briefly? How about Avira? You want to start?
Do you want me to start?
Yes, please.
Of course. My name is Elvira. I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids, a boy 7 years old and a daughter 3 years old. I have watched kids all my life, my siblings. When I was married, I will watch my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law kids. After that, I helped a lot of friends watching their kids during the time I was home before I started working. And then I started working. I had to get a babysitter for my daughter because my son would go to school. And let me tell you, it's not easy and it's not cheap at all. So, and I had problems telling the truth with the babysitter I had for my daughter. I put a camera in my house, and what I saw, it was at all. So that's why actually I stopped working, and I started staying home watching my daughter, and then started like watching kids. I started like in the beginning just to help friends and people without charging, but after almost finish all my savings, I started charging them. So that's what I'm doing right now, watching kids at my house. And then on the weekend, when my kids go to their dad, I work in a bakery two times a week. So pretty much that's it.
That's nice. I'm really interested in the whole camera experience. If you can share us a little bit more later when we're talking about that specific session, that would be really great.
Can you please repeat that one more time?
Oh yeah, so I'm just very curious about the whole part experience when you turn on the camera at home.
Well, telling the truth, when I started working in the beginning, I had a friend that would watch my daughter. Friend. I mean, I don't have family and friends. I don't have nobody, but I started like meeting people on Facebook and Peanuts app, and I started hanging out like to make my circle a little bit bigger, let's say, like to have people around me. I started hanging out with her like a friend. She wasn't working that time, so when I needed to start working, she offered to me like, I can watch your daughter and not charge you too much. And then that's how I started. But it was like more than a month. I would go every day to work, and every day my daughter would cry, like when I would go to work, and when I would come home, she would tell me like a lot of weird stuff.
Oh my God.
So one day she told me that the person was watching my daughters because she would come to my house, grab her and go to her house,
Oh,
watch my daughter. And then she told me that she hit her.
oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, I sit there, talk with her. I asked her so many times and she would say same thing all the time. So I told my ex, can you please ask her,
Mhm.
like if the person, her name is Kathy, if Kathy hit her? And she said absolutely same thing to him as well. So what she told me, she said it to her dad. And then I have a good relationship with my sister-in-law
Mhm.
and ex sister-in-law, and I told her, because she watches my daughter like sometimes, I told her, can you please ask my daughter like what happened between her and Kathy, what Kathy did to her house? She said same thing to her as well. And I was like, you know what, a 3 years old kid cannot say absolutely same thing to three different person, you know, they
Yeah,
are kids,
yeah,
they're not adults like to say same thing for something that happened to three different people.
yeah.
That's why I ordered the camera from Amazon. I put it in my house. I told her I'm gonna buy a camera, but I didn't tell her that I put the camera already in my house.
Mhm.
And she is a little bit short, so I put my camera on top of my fridge.
Mhm.
Obviously, she didn't see the camera for a couple days,
Uh-huh.
but every time I would leave my house, I would turn on because I have it connected with my phone.
Yeah.
I would turn on the camera because I walk to my work because I don't drive, and
Mhm.
it takes me like almost 15 minutes walking. So I would watch the camera for less than 15 minutes, and I saw things I didn't like it.
Oh,
She didn't hit it. I didn't saw her hitting, but she would be so rude, so mean to my
oh,
daughter.
yeah. Okay.
So week, I told her, you know what? I guess I'm gonna stop working and then I'm gonna stay home and maybe I can find something else. I never told her that I saw whatever I saw, but I mean, I still am friend with her. Like we hang out, but
Mhm.
I never leave my daughter anymore with her.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you
And
so
then
much.
after her, I had another babysitter. It was a single mom as well. She would
Mhm.
bring her kids to my house. She would take care of her kids but never do anything with my daughter. Like I would come after 8 hours working home and I would find my daughter because that time she was in potty train, so
Uh-huh.
she was in diaper. I
Mhm.
would come home, my daughter would be like completely wet.
So
Mom, I'm hungry.
basically,
I
they're
have,
just not providing any like
yeah, I
quality
have
time.
all day long nothing. She would be hungry, not change, nothing. And I would see in my camera, she would put food and everything for her kids in the table and never ask my daughter if she wanted to eat or change or do anything with her.
Got it.
So I stopped working. I was like, I'm paying too much and nobody's taking care of my daughter like normal caring, you know?
Yeah,
I was paying those person. Sorry, I apologize, my battery.
yeah.
I was paying those people, maybe not like $20 an hour, but I was paying them.
Mhm.
And being a single mom with the only income, it's not easy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I stopped basically staying home and trying to do like to find something else. I can do it like basically like watching kids and taking care of my daughter, but watching someone else's kids as well.
Yeah. So this course is definitely for you.
I mean, I hope I can do it. I have far one kid, but I haven't had any luck to find more kids since I don't know nobody, and I guess not a lot of people likes it to like to take the kids to someone else's house. They prefer more if you go to their house,
Yeah,
and for
we'll
me
cover
right now,
that.
not
We'll cover
easy.
that how we gonna help each other. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but eventually, yeah, with 4 kids is comparably easier. You know,
I hope so.
yeah. Okay. Samantha, do you wanna introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Samantha. I have a 5-year-old daughter, and I'm 29 weeks pregnant. So
39
basically,
weeks.
29 weeks.
29 weeks. Okay.
Yeah. So um, I just arrived in the U.S. like almost 2.5 years here. Just
Okay.
basically new. So
Okay.
I arrived here as fiance visa, and then I got married. So with all the status, so I was really a stay-at-home mom for a very long time, waiting for my papers.
Uh-huh.
So while I was not working or I can't work, I'm actually baking.
Uh-huh.
So I usually sell all my goodies online, like Facebook, different groups, just so I can earn something to help out with the bills.
That's
And
nice.
then now I've been trying. I tried to. I worked in a daycare.
Uh-huh.
Just few. It's just 1 month that I've been working in that daycare because
Is it a home
my
or
daughter.
daycare center?
Sorry.
Is it a daycare center or is a in-home family care?
Yeah, it's a home daycare with 10 kids.
Okay.
We have like infant up to as old as 4 or 5 years old.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
so
That
it was
experience.
actually it was actually something that I really liked because with my situation right now, pregnant,
Uh-huh.
it's very easy for me. Like
Yeah.
they just have like routine and stuff like that. But since my daughter is always a bit sick because of the weather, so I needed to like leave I need to stay at home at least a week or how many days off just
Uh-huh.
so to be with her and take care of her. So right now, I just decided to just do something at home while being at home. If she gets sick, I'm still at home and maybe do something that I can still earn. So
Yeah.
I hope this is something that I can really can do.
Yeah.
I haven't tried babysitting kids in my house, but I tried it with in the daycare, but I hope I can still manage in my house.
Yeah. So you always there will be like first few people come and check out your place and you don't have like super high expectation, but just think this as a way to learn what parents are looking for. But both of your home I've been visited, they are like super cool, like a lot of fancy toys. So I think you guys are 100% because I visited many other moms. Some of the home is completely not ready, like it's very messy or not safe. But both of your home is completely ready for the mini daycare. Okay, nice. So let me go to the next slide and then we'll start soon. In the same time, because we're going to do some, exercise, not exercise, but because the whole application for myself, it took like more than 1 month. Not the way that it's super hard, but it's like government, right? They give you, it's like when you do immigration, they send you a list of what things you need to do, and then you have to like dig around and then to see where are those things. So basically the course is I'm gonna send you at the end of this course you can get everything set it up today. So just have your computer ready and we will go through them one by one. Before that, quickly introduce Plated Care. It is a platform. So we're not your employer. We're just providing you a platform. And if you think about any of the in-home family childcare, you think it's not safe or it's like cheap. But for us, we're trying to provide the premium childcare, meaning that we probably going to charge a little bit higher. So my goal is like every host can charge 2,500 uh, per month or 25 dollar per hour. So in that way, if you have 4 kids, that's pretty good, decent amount of money. But providing premium childcare, meaning that you have to do a lot of extra things to make sure the parents are happy. Because, for example, we will provide video chat, and if you provide food, probably you want to provide the food. Let the parents know that you want to provide the food from the Whole Foods, like all of those premium stuff. And also we have great curriculum sent to you, and each week you can communicate with parents so that they know our activities are like way better than daycare center or in any of their in-home family childcare. And the third thing is we provide flexible hours and locations. So for example, Samantha, you are like 29 weeks pregnant and sometimes you need doctor's appointment. You can just mark those days not available. And when parents are book them, then they can just choose the date that works for them. Okay. So yeah, so why like mini daycare? Because there's several types. You can run a daycare center. Run a daycare center, a huge amount of investment, not only just renting the offices, but also like hiring the staff and also the promotion, like paying promotion. It's very super expensive because I was trying to promote my playdate care in Yelp. It's like $500 per week for promotion to be seen. So this is a not good. And why not for like in-home family large care? So if you're gonna run in-home family care with more than 4 kids, first of all, you get very stressed. I talked to some people who work at daycare center who care for more than 4 kids. It's very stressful. So if you want to have a good work-life balance and also earn reasonable money, mini daycare is a really good, capacity to run it. And also on top of that, you don't need to hire or manage any other staff, which is another thing. You have to, run their background check and you have to pay them, maybe buy their insurance, all of this.
But
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
With regards to what when we're done with the training, and then if, for example, I will try if I want to expand my daycare, can I do more than 4 kids, or I have to go another training just so I can accept more than 4?
So after the training, you can take up to like 14 kids.
14.
Yeah, so there's a two type. One is a small family childcare and one is a large in-home family childcare. For the small one, you can take up to 8, I believe, 6 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah. For the large one, you must have an assistant at home to help you, and you can take up to 14 kids.
But another training again, right?
No, there's no more training. It's a one same training.
Oh, okay. This one covers everything already?
Oh, for us, so yeah, so this one, I will send you the link to the orientation. Once you finish that, then you got licensed. But for us, in order to be on our platform, it's 4 kids. So if you have more than 4 kids, we probably not gonna list on our platform, but we will discuss that later.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So total cost for the application, besides the payment you made for this course, the total cost for the application fee is $33. I need to double check. It's a 73 or 76, but it's around that amount. The orientation is $25. You also need to take the CPR. I'll send the link here. It's around 100. Some places are cheaper, some places are more expensive. And you have to take the health preventative class, which is $100. And then you need to run the background check. The background check depends on your background. So basically, so if nothing, your background is very clean, then it's $30-ish. If there's more things to ask, then it's more expensive. And then you need to do a TB test, and also you set up your home. I don't know how much you are spending, but for me, I'm trying to set it up within $500. But yeah, but I'm still buying stuff. Yeah.
Quick question. I have the CPR. Do I need to get it again?
Is it still like valid?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, then you don't need to get it again. You just
Thank you.
Yeah, just send them the copy. Total hours for the application. So if you finish this course and you get everything done, you can basically get your license in like 1 month immediately. Like right after this course, you start doing it today, you can get your license as early as 1 month. Okay. Yeah. So the orientation, I'll send you the link. We'll cover every single thing. Like how to fill out those forms, what you need to do, and then there will be a quiz. And then the CPR CPR is about 2 days. 1 day is online, and the second day, half of the day will be in person. So in your case, Elvira, you don't have to take this CPR class. So you saved like quite a lot of time here. And then this health preventative class is a very good one. I will send you the link that I attend because the one that from the orientation, they send some of the link to register. A lot of them are no longer not available or like have a schedule way later. So I send you the one that I registered. And then the live scan background check. So this, you don't have to do it right now. After you submit your application, they will mail you on the instructions. So basically they will mail you the instructions and then you can do it after that. Okay, so now, let's jump right into the application part. So schedule the below appointments as early as possible because those are the ones takes the most of the time. So orientation, you can immediately register and you can start doing it today. If you spend the whole evening, you can finish it in this, this evening. And then the Red Cross CPR, you also need to, make appointment and then go to those places, take the classes. The most important is health preventative because for now, the one that I find, they only have one class per month. So, but you don't have to wait till you finish the course. You just talk to them and register and then ask them to send you the proof that you've already registered. And then you can send that along with your application package and then take a class later. And then you also need to do the TB test. I just did it yesterday. If you have family doctor, you can order from family doctor. For me, I just go to the CVS Minute Clinic. They do it really fast as well. Okay, so we will send you, I'll send you the links to access to those things, but those are the most headache things. If you get those done today, you're done with majority of the part.
Did you said you do it at CVS?
It's not every CVS. It's some specific CVS, and you have to schedule it first. And then you go there. They will basically inject something, and then 2 days later, you need to go there again to get the results. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So now, from the orientation, you will take the orientation class today. From the orientation, there's a lot of the forms. They will walk you through each one of them. This is a family childcare, and this one is very simple, like application for family childcare. Basically, your basic information, who is in the home. So for Elvira, it's very simple. It's just you yourself because you don't need to, put other person. You just need to put your child's info on the second form. For Samantha and Haijun just joined. In your case, you will need to put everybody who is more than 18 years old. They need to run background check. They need to do the TB test. So when I say schedule those things, the TB test needs to be done, not just you, but also your husband or anybody who's more than 18 years old. You can schedule it together. Okay. And this one, the third one is also super simple. Criminal record statement. You basically just say, hey, I never done this. Emergency care and disaster plan. So this one is take the most of the time, basically. Because you need to say, you need to know the phone number of like those fire department, police, ambulance, hospitals. So if you already know those, then it's fine. Like always go to the one you're familiar with. And if not, then you probably want to just Google it and try to call them. Okay. And the fifth one is also very simple. You just sign it, read it, and sign it. Facility sketch. So this one is you just need to draw the paper first. Let me see if I can show you. I have mine. Yeah. So yeah, so those are my applications. Yeah, so basically just do something like, oh, never mind. I'll send it. I'll send it to our Facebook group. So I draw it like 5 times. So my suggestion is just quickly draw it, have an idea, quickly draw it before you put it on this this paper. And the next one is the statement, facility sketch. Oh, yeah. So both of you have a yard. So you also need to fill up the form for the, draw it for the yard. Pre-licensing readiness guide. This one is basically just help you to check. Orientation certificate. Oh, yeah. So after you finish the orientation, they will give you a certificate. And make sure when you fill up the orientation certificate, make sure to put your real name, because your real name meaning that your name in your ID. Because I was putting my English name, and I called them say, hey, you know, there's a mistake, blah blah blah, and then they said no, you have to retake it. So I basically take it again. So make sure you put your name on your ID. And a check for the application fee. So the check is what we mentioned earlier, is a $76. I'll post in the chat after I confirm that. And your first aid certificate, your health preventative class enrollment proof, and your TB test result, and also influenza test vaccine proof as well. So you probably need to schedule all of those stuff. It sounds very overwhelming, but it's actually very, very simple. You can get those done today. Okay, any questions? Or do you want to take a look of those, quickly take a look of those forms? So how to become licensed? Where is my, oh, so this is the course. Oh, this is the quiz. So I will, if you guys, so the quiz is about like 20 questions. If you guys have problem with like some of the quizzes, then you can post in our Facebook group, and I have the right answer. I can help you with that, but it's very, very simple. You basically just go through the orientation, and you can answer them. But you know, I understand you guys are busy with kids and have to put them to sleep, this and that. If you need anything, just post a question, and I can post a quiz there. Okay. And then become licensed. Oh, so let's start right now. So to register, is this the register for, yeah, so yeah, so this is the one problem. They just keep sending. Yeah, okay. Let me send you this link. Where do you guys prefer to have this link? Facebook group or in this chat?
I would say Facebook group better.
Okay, I'll send it to the Facebook group. So register this one. I'll put all the links in this thread, so you have it. It's in one place. Okay, so first step is to get it registered. After you get it registered, then second is to take the orientation. The orientation is basically nothing but like, if you take a look, it's 6 minutes introduction, overview, Staffing requirements, you have to watch them, even though you probably don't need to hire anybody. And totally, it's like 1 hour plus some of the quiz time. So that's it. And after you're done with that, your certificate will be here. So for now, I am retaking it, so my certificate is not here yet. So after you register, you will be in this page, and then you can just click one by one and to finish it. So this is the most important part. And after that, so you register from here, get the quiz, and then, okay. So, and then this document so all of those will be in here, in this resource. So if you open it, so all of this will be in here. In here, resources, orientation PowerPoint, and some of those stuff. But this one is most important one, I would say, because here is a general guideline of what are the application you need. Form checklist. Oh, yeah, this one. Okay, I'll put everything in the document so you have everything. Yeah, so basically here it tells you what you need, and those are basically what we just mentioned earlier. You have the link to those forms, but you need to take a look here. So the application form has to, you can't like scratch it. It has to be complete, and make sure this, the fee. Yeah, so here has the TB test and the background check, complete enroll. Yeah, so those classes where we mentioned, we will send you all of those links, because you can't take from anywhere. It has to be approved by this EMSA agency. And if at least 1 year. Oh, so this one you don't need to care about, because this is basically saying that if you take more kids, like for a large family in home care, they have more requirements. So this is one thing that small mini daycare would make sense. Oh, one more thing. Does any of you renting or have a landlord? If you do, if you have a landlord, you need to let them know. You don't have to let them approve it. They don't have the right to like say, hey, you can't, but you just need to let them know that you're operating a daycare, mini daycare. Okay, so that's it. Any questions? Okay, all right. So if not, then do you need any specific thing from me to help you get started earlier or easier?
Yeah, maybe I will need some help, like filling up those like information and whatever. I'm sorry, I am very bad with technology and everything. So is it okay if I can reach to you, like if I need help with anything?
Yeah. How about that? Feel free to send me finish the orientation, and then let me know what kind of form and help you need, and then we can set up a call, and I'll help you to fill it up. But some of those information I would not know, because it's like your personal information. But I can help you with the general public
Can I do it with my phone, or I have to do it with the computer?
You have to do it using your computer.
Okay.
Yeah, you can share a screen, and I can tell you one by one which one is what.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Samantha, any questions?
None.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so if nothing, let me see the time. If nothing, then I'll briefly introduce our next session. Oh my God, why is not loading? Let me refresh. Okay. All right. So let me present. So the first week is the, how to say, is the easiest, but also the most important part is to get the license. After you get licensed, then next session we'll discuss how we're gonna help each other to get the first customer. Getting the first paying customer is the most hardest, but also, you know, you learn a lot by talking to them and then understand what they need. And also sometimes it's also important for you to know if the kids is right for you. Sometimes, for example, if two kids together are always like crying and not connecting very well, their parents probably don't want to, you know, send their kids here. You also probably too stressful to take that kid. So next week we'll talk about our scheduling. So if you look at here, this feature is currently our engineering team is working on it hard. But once you get your license, you will be able to use this scheduling system. So how we work, how we differentiate from any other like daycare or babysitter is that we basically are trying to match you with more than 4 families because some of the family can only book like Mondays or Monday, Tuesday, Friday every 2 hours. So if you think about it, if you if you calculate your full capacity by hour, let's say if you open for 8 hours a day and you have 20, you charge $25 per hour and 8 hours a day, which is a 200 per day per kids, right? So 200 per day per kids. Let's say you open for 20 days a month. That is 4,000 per kid. And if you have 4 kids, that is quite a lot of money. You guys gonna become millionaire in like 3 years. But the hardest part of it is that not every time that it will be have full capacity. For example, you might have 3 kids now and you might have like 1 kid next hour. So it's up to you. If you want to offer by hour, then you got the highest pay because it's calculated hourly. But sometimes it's also easy if you just want to enroll the kids for like you know, monthly. So monthly, our recommendation rate is 2,500. If you look surrounding area, 2,500 is very, very expensive. If you just think about yourself, you send your kids to another daycare for 2,500, it's actually quite a lot of money. Then why would they come to your place? So this is why we are trying to provide premium childcare, and we need to work together to see, you know, what's the best way. We have a highest rating in Yelp, and how we have a highest rating in Google, and how we provide the most like fun activities for kids so that the kids loves it and learn and really like, you know, have a lot great time. And also their parents are very happy and satisfied sending their kids to you. So this way you provide premium childcare, the kids are happy and healthy, and you build a good relationship, a partnership with the parents. And also, you know, it's a good amount of money to earn as well. So this is our goal. Um, that's something we want to specifically discuss and brainstorm how we're gonna, you know, how we're gonna make everybody know that we are a premium childcare provider. We're not just any kind of regular in-home family care that is cheap, where, you know, probably they only charge for like 1,500. Okay, so yeah, so that is that. Something interesting I'd like to share with you. So we did a research in Reddit. We're asking, what's your biggest frustration when choosing the childcare for your kids? The number one is they said too expensive and have to pay full even they don't attend. If you think about it, this is all the problem that current daycare has. And I talked to several parents, they're like, yeah, because I want to keep this spot for my child. right? So we're trying to solve that problem. If they don't come and they don't have to pay for it, and then we'll match you with a different family. So that's why we'll match you more than 4 family at a time. So if one did not come, another one will come. And too far, and they have to. So kids got sick at daycare, and separation anxiety. Yeah. So speaking of kids got sick at the daycare. So this is another advantage of running a mini daycare is you guys have child. You don't want another sick kids come to your place, right? And also, if there's any sick kids in your daycare, it's very problematic because you have to, if more than 2 sick kids, you have to inform the local office to tell them you can't have like more than 2 kids got sick. So by running a mini daycare, when the kids got sick, you can just let them know, hey, you don't have to pay for this duration this time. You just don't come and take care of your kids at home. So you're protecting your own kids, you're protecting some other kids as well. So yeah, because we have a lot less kids, so the risk of getting like COVID or any kind of like disease is significantly lower. And one thing not happy about the childcare solution is the caregiver is not professional in early childhood education. If you think about it, you as a parent, right, you send your kids to somewhere, you want them to have the best teacher or curriculum or activities. The same for you, like parents send their kids to you, they want you to be the person who, create those activities. So this is why we provide you monthly curriculum. And, you can tell the parents, hey, those are the activities we're gonna do this week. And it's very simple and it's very fun. Like sometimes it's like, explore the nature, and both of you knows cooking. You can actually start some cooking classes as well. It's very interesting. So yeah, we can talk more about this, but just want to share with you some of the things they say. So those parents say, hey, getting sick has been the hardest part, but they still think it's worth it in the daycare center. And I asked them, why do you think it's worth it? They specifically mentioned the social interaction. So which means we also provide that social interactions, right? And it's important that, if parents feel willing to pay money, if the kids loves the teacher, right? So he loves the teacher and have so many friends he talk about consistently, and playing outside, doing activities with other kids every day. So it's really accelerate his language development as well. Yeah, so those, and you will have a lot of the kids that are born during the pandemic that does not do social a lot. And parents have this very strong desire to let the kids social with each other. So this is a good opportunity. When you start doing your orientation, talk to the parents, you need to specifically say how you're gonna increase the social part or increase the language development part for the child. And another thing here, which you might also consider when you are setting up your schedule for your mini daycare, is that some of the parents, they work with different schedules. Like this one, she works at 7:30 a.m. But most of the daycare or pretty much every single daycare, they have a specific like start 9 or 8 and until like 3 or 4. So this is another reason why mini daycare makes sense, because you can set your time up. So the parents who wants to come earlier will come to yours, or you can set your time later, or you can even set your time as a night care. Like there are still people asking about the night care. Okay. And another thing, which is one trying to let you know, it's a very encouraging news, is that I think you probably already know, really good daycares, they got if you hear these parents, they said, I can't even get daycare to respond to me. So it's currently in US, at least in Bay Area, it's still a provider's market. So meaning that there's a lot of daycares and there's a lot of daycares, but there's more demand than supply. So if we have a good, so basically what they want is a good daycare. If we have the way they choose the good daycare is from Yelp and Google. So we're gonna work through how we're gonna rank high in there and then get us seen and then get more like organic parents to you. Yeah, so here is the same, the long wait list and super expensive, but still they didn't even get in. And this one is very interesting. So basically they said they don't trust the daycare facilities because there's a lot of the children, and also they don't feel that it has a family vibe. So this is some kind of opportunity for you to provide, because you will never provide those fancy daycare facilities at your home. In this case, how are you gonna, basically, so what's your advantage is like the in-home family care where you have really good, create a very loving connections for kids to play, and also utilize some of the areas outside of your home. If you have like playground, or you have like a little bit hiking trail, or any activities outdoor. So for Samantha, I saw that outdoor you have this little circle, maybe it's, I don't know, is it like safe, but you will check, right? Is it safe to do some like activities outdoor there? And okay. Yeah, so, and then this one, they were talking about basically the parents basically say, if I were go back to work, I would prefer an in-home daycare with 6 or less children. That way I can know, the environment, and then it's, they can connect with the parent, the provider directly, and then the kids themselves can connect with each other as well. Okay, so yes. So those are the key features that we will cover next time. Basically, we'll talk about how we are addressing those concerns from parents, and how we basically market ourselves to them exactly what they're looking for. Yeah, so let's see what else. That's it. Okay, any questions? Any feedbacks? Oh, so one more thing I'd like to share is that this course is the very first course. So we start from 69. And the reason why we start, so 69 is kind of like the lowest. And next class, we're gonna start at 89. So each month, we're gonna change some content based on the feedback you guys give me. So if you can give me some of the feedback on the course and how, and also most important, Play Daycare, the platform is to serve you. So tell me what you want is very important, because we want to open 100 mini daycares, and we want all 100 mini daycare providers are successful, like having enough kids and having having enough income and passing the licensee easily. So if you have any feedback on the slides or anything, just let me know. Like what else you are thinking, you're hoping to see, or if it's good, then also let me know, because I'm trying to make it, a really good content. For now, this course is like online chatting. And once we know that the content is good enough, we're not gonna go, conduct those course anymore. It will be an online course that people just automatically register. So now is like the cheapest price with premium support. But I'm also asking a favor, is that a favor, which is to give me some of the feedback. How can I improve on the content, or how can I help you more? Okay. Any feedback or any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
With regards to what you have mentioned about if parents will enroll the kids 1 month, which is 2,500, and the child will get sick, will you be giving refund to every per day that the child will be able to come to the daycare?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. If they enrolled for a week, for a month and then got sick, they have to let you know at least 3 days, 3 days ahead. For example, and then we calculate it based on like every half month, and then we do refund them to them, but it depends on the early months or later months, and then we'll do the calculation. But they have to inform you 3 days ahead, including the like daily schedule as well. But you don't have to refund them the whole like time. You just need to refund part of that.
Okay.
So what works for you? We have not like confirmed, like we have not finalized this design. So we also want to work with you to see what works best for you. So let's say uh, let's say her mom paid like 1 month, right? At the early October, let's say, and she come like for a few days, and then she decided like she got sick or she wants to change or anything. We probably gonna charge her automatically switch to by day. Yeah, would that work for you?
Okay.
So let's say if she come for 3 days and then decided to cancel, then we charge by day, which we recommend is 100 per day.
Okay. Because my experience before working in a daycare, sometimes because parents really need to go to work, even if the kids have colds or cough or fever, slight fever, they still drop the child to the daycare.
Uh-huh.
So since we're protecting the rest of the kids, we will really try to ask the parents to pick up the child.
Uh-huh.
So that's actually also my question. What's gonna be the process of that if they paid for a month?
If they are not in the daycare for a month,
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, we will fill you with another family. Well, if they know for sure that they will come back after a month, then we will fill that spot with just part-time babies.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's a very good point. So in that case, if you already have four babies, right? And one baby got sick and then stayed home for like a month, and then we recommended you another baby. So if there's a new host near you opened up, we would love you to refer or recommend a new baby to the new host. Introduce them, set up play date. I will help them set up play date. Same for you. So when you only probably have two babies, and then another host near you have more than four babies, and then we hope that she will connect you. This is the whole point where we provide this Facebook group. So if they have more than four babies, and then they can connect to you. So the goal is parents will not so attached to like, oh, I just love this one. It's great if they just love you, but also we want to make sure that all the hosts are so loving. So like, parents saw them, they were like, oh my God, my baby would love to, hang out with this teacher. That's our goal. That's a great question. Any other questions? If not, I will send you the orientation link. Your homework, the homework today is to sign up the orientation and then start, taking a look. And let me know if you have any questions. Yes. Oh, another thing, yeah, we'll talk about this later, but another thing is we organize regular events. You guys are both in that Facebook group. We organize events, and the best way for us to connect to parents is to co-host some of the events with me. So we will, like, for example, I'll come to Fremont and San Jose and San Francisco for Hygiene. Hygiene co-host with me. And then at that time we'll have several parents with their like kids, and then you get to know each other, and then let them know you have this. We will prepare those flyers for you. So give them those information, ask them about their kids, and see if you connect. This is probably the the easiest way or most organic way to have parents interested to your mini daycare. Okay, if not, then that's it for our course today. And our next course, would the same time works for you guys? 4 to 5 or good? Okay, sounds good. Then I'll schedule the next course next week, and I will see you soon. Feel free to leave me any questions in the Facebook.
Time, date?
Next Monday. Which day you prefer?
No, for me, like during the week, I'm okay any day, anytime. So.
Okay. What about you, Samantha?
Yeah, the same. Anytime, any day.
Okay.
As long as it's maybe just not right around 5 o'clock, because it's a time when my child is about to arrive from school.
What if like
Not too early.
What's that?
And not too early.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. How about 7 p.m.?
Too, especially her that she's pregnant. She loves to sleep.
I know.
Yeah.
It's important to have enough.
Samantha, enjoy it as much as you can. You're gonna miss it.
Yeah, I missed when I was pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, I went through that. I have 2 kids, so.
Yeah. How about 7 p.m.? Would 7 p.m. work?
I mean,
for me, no.
5, it's okay.
For me, I can't do 7 p.m. It's dinner, and I have to prepare. I have to give her a bath, and I have to do I need to talk to her about her day and story and everything like that. I really spend time with her by the time she gets home, up to the time she goes to sleep. So
yeah, that makes sense. How about
perfect so far, 4 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the best time.
Okay, awesome, nice. I'll talk to you guys next week, and see you. Bye bye.
Perfect. Have a
Thank
good
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.